Like, what's the feeling to win for so close?
Yeah, I haven't really seen the times, but obviously I've won by just 0.7, but I've lost by that much too. So I think it's always good when you come out on top. I don't really care how much you win by.
I was with the wind. I think it was quite hard this year.
Yeah, it was very hard. Like the wind was blowing really, really hard, and but it's one of those time trials that sort of suits me better the harder it is. Sometimes when it's super fast, you got smaller guys, more aero. But for me, I could just really push a big gear all the way home and just hold on for the win.
Can you talk about the emotional roller coaster, because you were told your quickest time, and then Sylvain you were told he had the quickest time, and you went over, you congratulated him, and then you found out afterwards. So can you talk about how you found out and what it felt like after that up and down?
I think when I found out I'd been beaten, I haven't won in a long time. So for me, I was like, oh, okay, well, had a good ride. Maybe I'll be top 3, top 5. So I'll be happy with that and just rode back to the team hotel. So wasn't disappointed. I was just like, would have been nice to win, but it happens. You get beaten all the time. So and then I got back to the team hotel, and the director's like, you have to go back. You've won the race. And then I just sort of gave a really big cheer. And I think like I said, I haven't had a win in a while, and I've been building up for this. I've been building up to try and get a victory. I've been really consistent in the last period, and to get a win, it just makes you feel good. It's why you work hard. It's why you really train hard, do everything right. So to get a win is fantastic.
Does that make it any sweeter, the fact that you had that win into the points and then find out you didn't actually win it?
Yeah. I mean, it's really not normal, but it's fantastic to be on the other end. Sorry for Chavanel, but Chavanel's won this time trial before, so at least I can have one now.
You've been consistently good during the past few races. Do you consider yourself a favourite for the Tour of Flanders?
Oh, definitely not. That's a big call. For me, a top 10 in Tour of Flanders is going to be a good result. Still a young guy. I've had some good results for sure over the last period. And I'm really I feel like I'm stepping up and got the ability to go the distance in these races. But Tour of Flanders is a whole other level. And if I can be up there and follow the right move with Van Avermaet and Sagan and these guys like that, and potentially put myself into a top 5, top 10 ride, I'll be over the moon, So, but hey, I want to take my opportunity. What I've been doing is you can't really put it down to a top 10, top 5. You just got to race the race, and you can roll the dice and you could win, or you could roll the dice and you run 30th, but you gave yourself every opportunity to win. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to ride conservative and just ride for a good position. I want to ride to try and do well as I can. And if I get caught, 10k to go and I get spat out the back, but I gave it a go, I'm more happy about that than sitting back and doing nothing.
Who's your favourite?
My favourite, I think Van Avermaet. The guy just hurts himself every day on the bike, and it's inspiration to see. And obviously Phil Gilbert as well. So those two for me are the standout favourites for me. I mean, obviously Sagan, but for me, I like the way Van Avermaet and Gilbert race. So it's exciting to see.
So you're stepping up. What changed comparing to last year's? Maybe something in your preparation?
I don't think so. I think I prepared similar. I think it's another year, a bit more experience. I sort of older pros used to say it too. Year after year, you'll learn and you'll get better at these races. And for a few years there, you don't believe them because you're not really seeing any headway. Sort of feel like you're hitting your head against the wall, and then eventually, you break the wall and you come through. So hopefully, I've broken that wall and I can go to another step. Yep.
You seem quite careful about your goals in the Ronde. So far, it's not really a race which suits you. I mean, there was no big results. Is it a race finally which suits you or no?
I think it suits my characteristics in terms of the way it's raced. I think the races now, the break are not going very long, and it's just a continual slog for the whole day. So what that does is it slows down the real punchy guys. And for me, I'm not a really 1-2 minute really punchy guy. I'm more consistent time trials. But because the races are so hard for so long, it's actually coming back to my style. It's more consistent slog. So to be honest, if the race is really hard for really long, it's going to suit me better. So the guys are not so explosive, because when they're explosive, when they're fresh, I could barely hold the wheel. But I'm glad the races are just hard consistently.